Greetings and hello, and welcome back to another installment of Maxx vs. Dark Souls. As last you left me, I was doing something somewhere with some stuff. Yeah. Once again, as usual, it's been days. Can't remember what I was doing. Can't remember what I wanted to do. Basically, just confused myself. See, I need some more arrows here. And I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for where I'm at. What I think I'm going to try to do today is go back through not Sense Fortress, go back through Anne Orlando and actually explore it by myself. Man, is this weapon better than my weapon too? It's doing more damage. I don't know, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go through and actually explore Anne Orlando a little bit. So let's see if I can actually warp there. I think I can. Yeah, this should be it, right? Yeah. And I'm really hoping I find a different weapon, because I'm really getting tired of using a sword. And I guess the reason I'm sticking with the katana, the giant katana right now, is just because it's got the bleed. I like the bleed effect. But other than that, I don't really know what to do. I don't even know if I'm... Yeah, I think I am human. So, well, seeing as how I think No, I can't do that. I was going to say, I put my sign down here. Maybe I can actually help someone get through that. And it would be kind of like exploring. Plus, I want the souls. You know what I really should have done? I just had a thought of it. I didn't say anything. And then I just thought of it now. I wanted to buy more arrows. But I didn't, so blah. I also want to, Anne Orlando, I'm going to try to explore that painted place again. Though I'm kind of hesitant to go back there, not just because I kind of got my ass kicked, but because I really don't want to have to kill that woman. I don't know what it is. I guess because she's kind of cute and she's fuzzy, and I find amusement with that. But also, like I said, she's the first person who hasn't immediately tried to kick my ass. You know, someone who's just like, hey, you know, I don't want to fuck with you, don't fuck with me, and everything will be everything. I kind of respect that. For whatever reason, that's just the way I am. You know, I kind of like the fact that here's a person who, you know, I'm not doing anything to them, they're not doing anything to me, so it's kind of like, what the hell? Oh. What, we had a transition thing here? So it's like, you know, we don't have to be immediate dicks to each other, and I kind of like that. I'm trying to just see what my equipment is here. My equipment is shit. And I think, I got a message from somebody. I'm sorry I can't remember your name, but they said I had the right idea. They didn't come right and tell me. They kind of just did it cryptically, I guess, to try to make me figure it out myself, which I'm fine with that. But I guess I had the right idea to get over to whatever the hell that is. I just wasn't in the right spot to do it. I was kind of jumping the gun or whatever, or however you want to call it. And I'm also thinking, because I'm kind of wondering how I could have gotten past those guys with the gigantic freaking bow and arrow that the guy summoned, who actually died and messaged me, how I could have gotten past them without his help, because he really did just flat out bail me out. I probably wouldn't have made it. I would have probably have died right then and there if that guy hadn't come up with his, I think he has the Black Knight sword, which I probably should be using right now, but I think the bleed effect might be more useful. You know, I could be wrong. Oh shit. Once again, I hate that. Get out of the way. Why do I take damage? Yeah, I know shockwave effect and all that. So basically I'm going to try to go through there, and, you know, there's probably a lot of hidden goodies in here that I flat out missed. So I'm going to try to get them. Like I said, I just kind of got rushed on through. I didn't really, I have no idea what just happened there. Kind of rushed on through because I dodged way too soon. Because I had them two guys and I was trying not to hold them up. And that's actually something that, it doesn't so much bug me about this game, but I think that a lot of new players need to kind of realize. As I had mentioned before, I have this thing with classes, and I like to try out different things all the time, and I get like halfway through a game, and then suddenly I have this burning urge to try something else, and it's actually really annoying and stupid. Let's see. Should I go this way, or? Well, that way takes me back to them damn snipers, so I think if I go this way, I don't have to deal with them. But I can go this way and get some arrows from that, I think the giant guy sells. Fuck you! The giant guy sells shit. But anyway, I have a buddy of mine who just picked this up, and he's got, I forget the actual technical thing is, but he's got kind of like, I think it's something, kind of a muscle nerve problem. He gets like hand spasms and stuff like that. Oh, that's right, these guys do lightning damage. I'm not too sure on the technical aspects of it. So he has trouble with games where he has to react quickly. So he picked this game up. He saw me playing it. He's like, yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't think you'll like it. But he said, oh, I'll pick it up. So he gave me a message, and I've been actually helping him out. We've gotten as far as Blighttown, and then he had to take a break. We both had stuff to do. So I'm trying to help him out, because he's really bad. Not his problem. He just, he gets muscle spasms and things like that. He can't really play that well, but he also, is a big into the co-op thing. So if you happen to see me online and I got like a weird character, like what the hell's that? That ain't the cleric. That's because I'm helping him out, and occasionally I'm getting summoned, but I don't intend to do anything that I haven't already done. So still, blind play for this, because if he actually manages to catch up to where I am, I'm going to have to be like, well, dude, I guess I'm just going to have to use my cleric guy now. But anyway, I'm just noticing that pretty much we've gotten invaded a couple of times, or I got summoned to help other people, and I don't understand it, because everybody's like got the shit, like the best stuff. I really don't understand where the so-called challenge is supposed to be, because everybody's rocking the best shit you can get at some point. What the fuck? Who the hell's Sif? I'm confused now. But anyway, I mean, everybody... we got invaded by a guy who was dressed just like that Havel guy. And we couldn't hurt him. I mean, we were doing damage. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But couldn't put a real hard dent in him. He just basically kicked the shit out of us. He had some kind of giant axe, and he just like triple shotted me and some other guy and my buddy. And I mean, we'd wailed on him up till that point, but he just took us out in one shot. We're like level 12, and I don't know if there's level caps for the invasions or anything, but then I got somebody summoned me to help, and I'm confused because the guy, he summoned me for the gargoyles. That seems to be a real big spot, and he literally two-shotted both the gargoyles. And I'm like, well, then what did you need my help for? Alright, guess I could try to get this one more time. And that's actually something, like I said, that I think will turn a lot of new players off, because when you go to start this game, you're kind of going to have to understand that everybody already knows exactly what they're doing. Oh, wait a minute, I don't have to slide on that. I just have to go to there. Okay, I screwed up, but now I see what I need to do. Because you kind of come in, you're like, hey, I'm going to have some fun, we'll get some... It seems like, you're going to jump in at a point where everybody's basically on the same skill level. You don't have to worry about it. But no, you certainly won't. And there's something really wonky with connections. Like, I've noticed with backstabs and stuff, where they teleport around. I don't know if it's lag or something, but I got backstabbed by a guy who was like 20 feet behind me. My body and him, they did the backstab animation, but he was nowhere near me. And then there was a point where I had my shield up. I was trying to strafe around a guy, you know, like this. And he was off to the side, like over there. Let's say, okay, the pillar was him. All right? He was like right there, facing the, you know, towards the left. And he hit me like this. But he swung like that, you know. He was like way over here. I was over here, and I got hit somehow. So I guess it's kind of a learning curve you got to kind of figure out there. But because I've had some messages like, "Hey, I want to jump into this. I love, you know, player versus this stuff," and I'm like, with this game, you just kind of understand everybody's already better than you, and I guess I don't know what it is. Aha! Okay. That's what all these guys have. And I can't use it anyway. Well, whatever. I'm probably going to try to use that later. Now, how do I get out of here? Everybody, you know, they already kind of know what they're doing. And they all have better stuff than you. And one of the things I found out... How do I get out of here? Is there no way out? One of the things I found out is... right now, I don't know if it's going to continue. Oh, okay. But there is actually a glitch that has to do, I guess, with the bottomless box. I've been reading up on it. Where people are basically cheating. There's something that you can use to duplicate items or something like that. I'm not too sure what it is. But it's how a lot of people, other than trading and things like that, are getting weapons you couldn't possibly have at that point. You know, I saw a guy just the other day who had summoned me to help him. I was trying to help my buddy, but he summoned me to help him in the gargoyle thing. That's basically as far as I really play around with when I'm doing other things, but I'm kind of helping my friend through Blighttown. He had weapons and stuff that I know for a fact now that you get here because he had that great bow, right, that I just picked up. So how the hell did he get that if he hadn't even rung the first bell yet? I mean, he summoned me to help him. Okay, I can erase that now. You know, how could he have had that weapon from here if he hadn't even, you know, he has to ring both bells to get in. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I was hoping that wouldn't hit me. Shit. 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 And he had something else. I forget what it was. And I was like, how did you know... I mean, yeah, granted, somebody could have given it to him, I suppose. I didn't kill him, did it? No, that'd be too much to hope for. But having done more things, because apparently they've or they're going to patch this glitch in the new content, and a lot of people have been bitching because I guess they fixed this glitch, and now, you know, people can't start a new character and then instantly get a hold of some of the best shit in the game, because I guess a lot of dedicated P versus P'ers, that's kind of what they do, which is such bullshit. You know, and some people said, oh, to get around that, they should have an armory where it's like you play through the... Ah, fucking A. I thought that guy was going away. What the... I'm getting wrecked here. Because I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I'm kind of forgetting these guys can beat the shit out of me. At the same time, you know, the fact that... Oh, shit. This is going to hurt. Well, I tried to dodge, but you didn't dodge, but I didn't get hit, so it's okay. You know, I guess I can understand, you know, like, you want to try different builds and whatnot. Although, I guess one of the big complaints is pretty much there's a big outbreak where everybody uses the best stuff. And that's one of the reasons for the rebalancing and the nerfs. Because, now they're going to fix it. Of course, as I've mentioned before, the good shit the good shit now that won't be the good shit in the new content is just going to get replaced by whatever the good shit is then. And then that's what everybody's going to use. Oh, my, I fucking tried to dodge and it didn't happen. But, so like if everybody's using the ninja flip ring, and I guess they use different pieces of armor, and, they figured out what all people in heavy, multiplayer communities figure out. They figure out what the good shit is, and then that's what they use. I don't see would you stop doing that? And I'm not quite sure what other people are expecting, but people are going to figure out what the new good shit is, and guess what? That's what they're going to use. This is becoming way too difficult for one fucking guy. I'm using way too much Estus. Of course, if you quit healing and just fucking die, that was going to happen. Thought that was going to hurt. But anyway, it's just something, a commentary I got to make with the community, because several people have said, hey, I kind of like this game. I've been watching you play it. What do you think? And it's something I just need to make a comment about. Because, if you think you're just going to dive right into this and it's not going to be any problem for you, I got news for you. Pretty much everybody else already knows what they're doing. And I mean, we ran across a few people who obviously were just, had just picked up the game and just started out. But they were pretty rare. I'm hoping to get some more, help people out action going in this Let's Play. Every once in a while I'll lose my train of thought completely and I'm just like, what was I going to say? But, I can't really choose when I get summoned or if not. And I don't know if anybody has problems because nobody's seen the video of me getting summoned for this, but I'm just kind of like, hey, well, I might as well try to actually go through it. I see there's a statue missing there. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure it's part of this wonderful, great story that I just don't see in this game. But I'm sure it's, everybody keeps telling me this game has a great story. You gotta do a bunch of goofy shit, and then, then you see the story. Okay, I went down that elevator last time, and Boobs is in there. So what's around here? Okay, this is the elevator I went down last time. So I see treasure. But as I was saying, my last recommendation, if you think you're just going to dive on in and, be playing against people who are at your level, I got news for you, buddy. What? Okay, I just picked up some armor. It's a lot lighter, but it's a lot worse. Oh, it's Lotric's armor. Interesting. I'm hoping not to, this and that. So, okay, I let Lotric out of his cage. I guess this has to do with the, the different worlds colliding. So, is this where Lotric died, or is this because I killed Lotric, and this is where his body ended up, or was he already dead, and I killed him in the past, or... I don't know. People have kind of trying to, how apparently you see a lot of these people. I guess Solar explained at the beginning how time isn't constant, and that's how, I got Black Iron Tarkus's part of his armor on, and I guess, you could summon him for the Iron Golem fight, and I guess Tarkus is like a badass. He can actually solo the guy all by himself, but then you find his body here, and a lot of people have, I'm sure that was clever months ago, but not anymore. I guess, you know, it's been surmised that Tarkus made it as far as that painting, and then the Guardians took him out. I don't know. Like I said, I guess there's this guy, his Epic Name Bro, I think is his name, and he does all this lore specials and things on this game, but I haven't really watched any of it. One or two of like the places I've already been, like Blighttown and things of that nature. I'm not so much saying that he's wrong with any of his information, and if you want lore, you get there. Although I do kind of disagree with his interpretation of the lore being what I would consider a story. For me, story is the events and choices, and I just skipped a frame. So we'll be right back.